Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 3rd of June 2025. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. With the next patch announced for the 17th and 18th, with a new questline with the Arathi, some new lore walking, time walking, overcharged delves, with a lot of content coming up as well as dastardly duos tomorrow. Today we'll tackle a little bit of PvP on the Death Knight and get some started this season. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope the day treats you kindly. Keep yourselves hydrated. Take it steady. You've got this. First things first, how much gear can I actually craft that's PvP related? Very, very little. Arm guards, greaves, and pauldrons. Should do a little bit first, so my Death Knight is able to get a touch. How much Iron Claw would I need? Oh, I also need to change my interact key again. There we go. Okay, so what we need: 2, 6, 12 Iron Claw alloys, 6 core alloys. Have any of that ever burning fiery stuff? Sure. And it's 2 for each individual one of them, so I need 24 and then another 6 on top of that, 30 in total. Again, this gives me just a little bit. Morning, can I make any leather for frogs? Well, if I go onto my leather worker, probably not. Even with a work order, maybe there's like a piece or so, but I can't imagine it'd do you any good. Hope you're doing well this morning, bub. Again, the new, the Arathi event currently on is probably a better source of catch-up gear. As I said, we do have a new patch coming in just a few weeks now. We've got Dastardly Duos coming tomorrow. Although that's less of a gear thing and more of a leaderboard challenge type thing. We'll see tomorrow when we get to that. It's been... This patch specifically, I have not been alt-hopping and bumping up my... It just takes so long to work up the new profession system on an individual character that if you're not spending a huge amount of time, it just takes a while. How that's going to change for player housing remains to be seen. We know resources from every expansion will be used, but in terms of the specific specialization trees, hard to say. At the moment, we're just getting a few bits together for his Death Knight, so they're not going in completely nude into some PvP shenanigans. Wait for it. We also started up yesterday Elden Ring Night Reign, which is a standalone game. It's not DLC for Elden Ring. It is a roguelite in the sense that you're doing a lot of repeated runs. It's multiplayer focused. You can play it solo. It's very difficult to play solo, I found. Got bodied in the tutorial to start off with, which was great because they threw in one of the more infamous bosses from Elden Ring at the end of that tutorial. Very much took me by surprise. Otherwise, it's alright. I'd say if you don't have folks that you're going to be playing it with, it's probably not worth your money. At least until there's some more of said solo experience. Okay. Should be able to make some of these. That makes it bind on pickup, so I have to do the green one. Let's do some concentrate so we make it a little bit better. Oh, I'm going to need more alloy. How much more? 4 more. But it takes that, pardon me, foundation of Elden Ring and just speeds it all up. Everything is rapid. You have to move around very quickly. You have to get yourself about the map very quickly. It's really interesting. And I can see myself actually playing quite a lot of it overall. How long I end up streaming it remains to be seen. Again, there's still a learning curve. I still reckon there's things I can do solo, and I know I've got some friends who are also playing it. Okay, let's get these sent over to our Death Knight. And she's going to have to buy some stuff anyway. There you go. And we'll send over 20k as well. I've no idea how much prices are going to be. Right, moving on. Probably swap my Death Knight up here. Will that just work as a swap? Hey, it will. Now, last I played this Death Knight, I did get a setup to do some PvP. Although, most Death Knights tend to use the Riders of the Apocalypse hero talent, which gives you a lot of movement speed. But I really liked this Deathbringer thing, and I wanted to do that. Although it seems as though... we'll see how we get on. We need to pick up Ruffius's quests.
Returning to task.
Well, we're not going to be able to get any of those, but we should be able to do the Sparks of War one. Start catching up with bloody tokens and all of that. Yeah. Some spending money. See what the auction house has to offer. Morning, Cupid. Hope you're doing well today, bub.
I calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. What are they called? Competitors. Okay, the better one's a little cheaper, but I'm glad I sent some money over because this is going to get pricey real quick. As if the base level of PvP gear is setting. Why does that only go to 606 when the ones I crafted go to 613? No idea. But we do what we gotta do. I don't actually have any PvP gear, do I? I got some stuff with versatility, but... Oh, and suddenly the number's gone up. What the hell? Okay, and we got shoulders. I'm just blinding here. Where is back piece? There we go. Okay. Got to get ourselves set up. I'm doing a bit on the Death Knight, that we are, Cupid. Got a ways to go. That one's way better. I just want a little bit of startup, you know, a little bit of gear so we're not going in completely nude. No, Night Rain was a lot of fun. Again, to reiterate, I do not recommend it unless you've folks to play with. But I like a lot of the trappings around it. It just could do with a bit more balance work, I think. Oh, this is getting pricey. Boots. That one's better. Okay, then I assume rings and trinkets. Oh no, you do get one. Is it unique? It's not unique, so I can get 2 of these. Boy, 11k is pop. No, you can fuck off. I don't think so. Oh, they can craft the trinket though, which is interesting. That's actually a decent starting point. I'm going to be playing me Frosty, which I do enjoy. I can't even afford another one. Can't necessarily afford a weapon. Oh, I can if I get the axe. The axe is cheap. Yeah, gonna have to do that, and then I'm gonna have to go back to the Evan Hold to get my runes back on him. I hate the aspect of Death Knights. I mean, I like it lore-wise, but you should be able to do that from a city. And there goes all that spending money. My goodness. Okay, it's not much, but it's enough to get us started. All equipped up. Oh yes, the full suit. The full outfit, raring to go. Okay. What do I need now? Other than just going out and immediately, let's knock some of these off. I don't want to spend any of my catalyst points until we get to the higher levels of it. So what we need to do... I've never seen this brawl because it didn't work. Oh no, we did see it once. Gathering ingredients around the place. Seemed very mean. I don't want to necessarily go straight into arena skirmish because I feel like we're going to get bodied. But I do have some honour to earn in skirmishes. I'm not going to do the rated one because that would just be foolish. So... Battleground. Epic Battleground, then we'll do the cook. Can I also join skirmish as a 4th? No, only 3 battles at a time, that's alright. But we are able to earn our bloody tokens. War mode is on. Very good. And that's just running around, picking up cobalt piles and doing world quests.
I have an extended supply of goods for our...
Okay, how much is it for the one-handeds? 875. Alright, that's something. Can't use bloody tokens for rings or trinket. We'll have to do that with honour.
Thanks for your patronage.
Good morning, Emilis. How are you doing this morning? Alright, I hope. Oh, we need to quickly run to the Ebon Hold. Razor Ice and Gargoyle. Just put a rune forge in a city. I know it doesn't make lore sense, but you... Or at the very least, when we zone into the Ebon Hold, put them right next to the door. It's a really minor thing, but it gets on my nerves. It's not that old. Load me in. Oh no, you get the weapons from getting a certain amount of conquest. But the weapons are such a big upgrade, it'll be worth getting the bloody token version. If memory serves, you need like 2,500 conquest earned. And then you get the weapons for free. I was enjoying the Elden Ring, Emilis. As I say, it was difficult to deal with solo, but I still very much enjoyed some of the learning process. And then playing with friends was a great deal of fun. We got the first main boss down. The big Cerberus bugger with the chain and the sword. Really cool fight. Struggled to think I'll ever get the bugger done solo. But it was a great deal of fun. Again, I think they need to do a good bit of... And I do need to learn. To be fair... Oh, I can just open the death gate. Whoops. I do have a lot to learn when it comes to Night Rain. But just the speed at which you clear a camp with 3 of you rather than 1 of you, even with enemies having reduced health, massive difference. How are the queue times looking these days? Under about 10 minutes for each of them. If that holds up, that's pretty good. If that holds up. Quickly whisk by the transmog so I can get this helmet off my face. I don't like wearing a bucket. No, I don't want me fancy. I still want to look like I'm just starting out so people can see that. The hood kind of goes alright. Pirate. No, bit much. Bird. We could just go with the yellow hood. Still 47 gold. I've just spent all my gold, you robbing bastard. Ain't she looking the part? Raring to go. So much to learn on the levels as well. And my friends who were playing with me let me take charge of the last run we did. And said, right, you lead us along where we're going to go. And me, being the reckless fool that I am, said, right, let's take on some of these bigger bosses about the place. And that ruined the run and got us killed.
Come fly with us.
Should have been a clear sign when we did the first one. It was just a big old dragon about the place. Like, right, we've lost a load of lives, which means we've lost some levels. Probably shouldn't do another, but there was a big section of the map that was opened up by a volcano, which I should have kept exploring rather than going and fighting a boss nearby. We have those remembrance character quests to do as well, which we weren't able to queue up together for, so I'm going to have to run in through that solo. Again, I could matchmake with randoms, but I'd really rather not. If I can help it, I'd rather not. But I do look forward to trying to get the rest of those Night Lords down. How long we stream the game remains to be seen. At the bare minimum, it'll be the rest of this week. Might be another week thereafter. It depends how we get on and how the solo goes.
Nicely done. You
There, 10 sparks of war. It's got all the side quests all over the place. Oh, sorry, a chest just spawned.
Excavating here might be
I wonder how many
dangerous,
people are actually about in world PvP
unraveling
these
the
days.
Earth's past and decoding the Titan's designs is crucial.
Hang on, Dagran. Is it already despawned? It has. I was too slow. Now just have to remember how to Death Knight. We should be fine. Okay, I want to hit that into that, because that triggers it without it being an execute. Again, I know the last time I was on my Death Knight, I went through and looked at a load of PvP talents and built the character in a way. I didn't use a guide or anything, I just thought, what would I like for PvP? Got some slowy shackles, I've got an interrupt and a grab and another grab. I remember Pillars of Frost. Wraithwalk's always been a fun looking move, but I never know how quite to do it. I'm gonna stick with Frost. I've never liked Unholy. Just thematically. I'm not a big fan of the rot and the pestilence. It might meta-wise be better, but I don't really care. I've always preferred Frosty. Blood's really cool. Don't get me wrong. But in terms of PvP, couldn't speak to how tanking goes these days. When I can barely get a feel for DPS. That's where that button is. So at the moment, we'll just grab our bloody tokens while we're in queue. Slowly start to gear up. If we get ambushed, we get ambushed. We see how we get on. Well, that's nice to hear, Cupid. Over the years, all I remember from Frost was like, play Unholy. Play Unholy instead. So if Frost is considered, or was considered a little better, that's good news to my ears.
With everything we've done here, we're one step closer to understanding the Titan's
That's some more bloody tokens.
I need a target.
Because a week will be kited forever. I mean, I have a lot of slows and stuff. And to be fair, if I'm not being Rider of the Apocalypse, I do not have much kite ability myself. I do not have much in the way of movement speed, but we'll see. We're in. Orgilneus. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm just very quickly looking over some things. Yeah, it was a lot of tanky options. A lot of just my baseline damage. Again, I'm sure if I went on Icy Veins and had a good read through what they were doing for Frost, I'd probably do better, but I'm happy making my own up. Because I'm not gunning outright for the Elite set, I'm alright for now. We'll see when we get eventually into the arenas. We do have more content on the way, so how much PvP I do remains to be seen, but there still may be the possibility of dedicating one day a week. And dastardly, the calendar changed, by the way, as of this morning. I logged on, it's why the stream's like 10 minutes later. I logged on to see, and this symbol for Dastardly Duos was here, and it has moved to the reset, which I should have expected. We also have on Friday the 1000 Boat Bash, which I have no idea what that is. I have no recollection of the 1000 Boat Bash, but we'll go and see what that's about on Friday. So it's likely to be Dastardly Duos, Horrific Visions, Boat Bash, and then start of the week are LFR and Delves. And then on the 18th is when the new patch is coming out. There will be doing some questing, which is going to be great. There's the new Lore Walking with Cho. There's Overcharged Delves. There's the new Turbulent Timeways with reworks to how Time Walking dungeons are being balanced. More rewards, but harder, seems to be the way they're going. I should go along with this group, given I've got some AoE. I moved my interrupt back on the hotbar rather than keep the interact key. Now the underpin's down. We didn't need it. Glad queue times weren't so bad, though. Awesome, squishy. Go squishy. Kept alive a little bit, though. I could see when my health was popping up from the... Oh, I forgot to use Wraith Walk. It's just movement speed. I still take a load of damage. It's not like a defensive. My cooldowns are lower than I'm giving them credit for as well. It's alright. It's been a while since we've PvP'd. It's been a whole patch. Gotta get the rust off. We did seem pretty outnumbered there, though. Might be worth running over to the mines. Oh no. Map hiding behind all the hotbars. Come here. Please. Shit. No! Okay. I need to unlock that. There we go, that's better. Okay, they're coming over to cover. Oh my god. Yep, 4. Immediately overrun again. This is how it's going to be. So if there's that many of them there, we need to go to the waterworks, but there's already 3 of us dying over there. Can we get back to the fight in time, or are there only a few at the waterworks? I see 1 paladin.
I'm out of range.
Now there's 3 of them. We won't be doing that solo. Lack of trinket as well at the moment. Oh, and they're already rotating. Nope. Wait for the revive. Don't put me at the front. Yep, they're just waiting for the rotation again. That rogue just sapping people.
I'm out of range.
Oh my god, so much dot. Fuck. Get 1. There you go. Okay, got another. Faster on the cooldowns. Need to be faster on all these buttons. So many buttons. I need to get these move speed ones just going. Pillar of Frost, I always picture in my head, it's like, that's a 2-minute cooldown. No, it's under a minute. I need to be hitting that button all the time. Going alright though, got a few of them down. Just need to get back to the fight very quickly. Those 2 doing over there. Oh, yep, the healer and the other DPS have gone down. What are those other 2 doing in the middle of the arena? They've moved again. You need to be helping the fight, the 2 of you. This is a foregone conclusion, unfortunately. We would have to take a point and then hold them. The Horde have actually no reason to push onto this one. Could in theory take a few out here, but that's not what's happening. The three of us, come on, back up. Back. Outnumbered. Healer didn't go down. Yeah, they're just moving as a big old meatball. Oh, the nature of PvP. It's alright, we'll queue into the... Oh, I can't queue into the other one yet, because I need to wait for it to pop. Could pop into us. I need to do the skirmish just to get more conquest. We should probably do that as well. Oh, that was unwise. One person over there, the rogue, who is not dead, still fighting. Not fighting, invisible. We should wait for reinforcements, don't do this. Frost Mage, don't do this. They're all coming over. You're just there to die.
I need to get closer.
Can't see because of that fire line. Oh, I could have grabbed. Could have grabbed. Did really well slowing him down there.
It's too far away.
Slow. It's trying to reach. Just slowly reach. Needed to asphyxiate. Oh no. And now we're pushed back to the graveyard. It begins. Dear oh dear. They just give up. They're just chilling and dancing at this first one. Why bother playing the video game? Thing is, they've been doing that since the start, and it's like, the Horde aren't pushing on that point. There's really no point defending it. Really. And they're just going individually. And dying. This is why we have chat turned off. I can only assume how miserable that would be right now. No, Mage. I don't think we're doing jack shit. Right, you just want to take this person out? Oh yeah, our damage piddly. Very piddly. Not the worst. Better than the Hunter. Did better than a one on the Horde side. It's to be expected at this point. We've sod all gear. We are not going to be climbing any charts. Should definitely sign up for the skirmishes. Getting the reward for winning is going to take longer for that one. I need to get this quest going. Go and do this rare. Try and get more bloody things.
Don't have a target.
Oh right, rares don't drop sparks of war. Why? Need to keep an eye for the cobalt dirt piles. That was it. That's how we got them when the world quests were done.
Fallside Outpost needs reagents for incense to use at morning rise. Will you accept this new directive and procure them?
Sure thing, Edelgon. Sure thing.
I need to get closer. I'm out of
I've been in this loop in a while, just between queues, bopping stuff in the world as we wait. I do like that big scythe that comes down. It's very nice. Remembering all of my passive stuff as well, that's popping and slowly building. Give me the horn. A trio of snakes. I love these snakes. They just have such an aura about them. It's very fun. There we go. Just need another shale horn. That's first. Come on.
Honoring
Hey,
those
beautiful.
of us in stasis lock is important.
Oh no. Winter grasp. Time to go sit in a tank. Pray. See if we can at least get a win here. No, we're already going. Which means we're probably losing. God damn it, I hate when this happens. Every time. We're just fighting on the vehicle section. Holy shit. Immediately. Wow, I've never seen the Horde pushed so much. But the time remaining as well. They've gotten there so quickly. They're just buggered. Well, it's going to be a day of getting bodied this morning. Such is PvP. Right, Healthstone. Almost locked one down. Gods. Hope you head round that corner. And look, just the flurry of demolishers. Feels like the longer an expansion goes out, the more it's... When we were doing PvP last season, there felt to be a reasonable split on Horde and Alliance. Feels like we have swung. Although maybe 2 games are... It's too quick a test pool as of yet. See if we get the Cook and the Skirmish. We'll hold those up while we go around to do more of these quests. Let's see, what other world quest about? Just this one. Oh, that's not going to get us all the sparks of war. So, the dirt piles it is. can get sparks of war, obviously, by fighting people, but it's not exactly an efficient method, both in terms of just having people to fight and how many you get per kill. It's only like 1 or 2. So the dirt piles are much more useful. We can do some mining while we're out and about, because why not? There might be some people fighting up and over in the PvP area, we'll see. Two piles of dirt, beautiful. Gimme, it's been so long. Give me that delicious earth. Hey, still 5 sparks of war. Beautiful. Two easy ones as well, we'll take that. Get some knowledge. And we just jump between dirt piles, pretty much. No. Oh, hello. God, they spawn monsters. Completely mislined where my interrupt was. There you go, just have to get used to that again. The arena's ready, but I need to kill this guy first. Come on, go down, go down, go down. Give me those sparks. Delicious. Oh, it's the new arena. Oh, pops another quest. Win 10. Probably not. Hello, Salty Rogue. I apologise for my gear. It is very... We have just started out. Oh boy, look at that necklace. What's my honour looking at after just a few battles? Hey, hey, hey! Not going great. It's not going great. It's early days. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh wait, this is the Gnomragon one. This isn't the new Undermine arena. Unfortunate. This one I remember finding troublesome. Just of how line of sight works on these platforms. Okay, who are you wanting to murder? Going for that one. Oh, that's the shop version of the stuff on there. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Other than spamming Death Strike, what are my means of survivability? Frost isn't much. Icebound I did not hit in time. That reduces that. That I should have hit immediately. Go on, Rogue. A faith. The knockback. On the Drakfia Rogue, right, they've got the little wind ability. Oh my. No damage done. Why was I here? It's not just learning how to Frost Death Knight, it is also learning how to PvP again. After the better part of 3 months. Bye. Hitting Icebound Fortitude immediately would have been the right idea. Also that decision paralysis that happens when you're not used to it. Where you immediately go in and everything just goes in the brain immediately. Believe it or not, I do PvP sometimes. You wouldn't believe it.
We Unbound have a tradition of taming the wildlife around Darkaza.
Oh no, garbage.
See if you're
Oh, it's
up
stuck
to
on
the
it, that's
task.
fine. You love it when that happens. I need this one. But Max saying back in the day, those piles give you the most rusted scrap for engineering. Okay, are there any players about, or will I be... There are some player about. can I find some creatures off to the side? This isn't going to be fun. This is actually going to be pretty rough. Everyone's grabbing the creatures, doing the same thing very quickly. Could try and fight. I'm just going to assume that everyone is way better geared than I am. So it would be foolhardy to run headlong into a fight. If a big brawl breaks out, I can just slap in some AoE, sure. It will be a game of patience. Blackrock Hold. I like this one. Oh no, give me the 1v0. Give it to me, game. The free win. That's how we get our honor up. That's how we get our gear up quickly. Yeah. And a red paladin with fancy greens. It's a nice look. At least now in PvP I can start transmog looking again. So they're using some of the newer Raffi white stuff mixed with the green of the Dragonflight set. And a big green sword. Or at least an enchant on the sword, making it all green. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I have a Frosty Death Knight and a Rogue. That also reduces damage taken. I assume they stack. And I sapped. Okay, there goes one. Asphyxiate. Oh, I didn't hit it in time. Too slow. I'm just slow. It's a paladin, though. Every chance they can beat the rogue. Come on, paladin. I believe in you. Oh, the stuns. Cooldown's already gone. Oh, the blind. Very nice. There go the hammers. The spin. The hammer. Put the rogues away. And down. My damage again. Pitiful. Pitiful damage. Oh, it makes me so sad. Again, this is why we didn't transmog. Other than the helmet. This was to show people this is where we're at.
Let's see if you're up to the task.
It might even be easier than just flying in circles around here just to go and get my Sparks of War from the dirt piles. How much bloody tokens does that give me? It'll give me 100 for completing it. But I get 1,000 for doing that quest, so it's kind of not worth it. Yeah, not when it's so contested. Let's go find dirt. And away we go. As a reminder, on Friday, we'll be watching the Summer Game Fest at the end of the evening. We should still have time for an Elden Ring stream beforehand. I believe the pre-show starts at 9. The main show kicks off at 10. We'll try and get as much of the pre-show in as we can. There often is a few indie announcements that are usually more interesting that don't quite make it to the main show. I'm trying to remember in years past, I think it's about 1.5 hours, 2 hours long. It's a little shorter than the Game Awards, if memory serves. Tree. As we said yesterday, there's such an opening of possibility now that GTA 6 has moved away. That rogue has the... I didn't even notice. They have the trench coat. I just have not bothered with that farm. Because every time I've gone to have a look at it solo, there's the 2 groups of 4 doing it. I suppose I could group up and find a group to do that with, but it's basically 8 to 10 hours of killing the same mobs over and over and over again. But the reward is a black trench coat, so... I mean, look at it. That Evoker... Not Evoker, that Drakthea doing really well. It's great that Drakthea can now be other classes. They got some real fancy customization. Okay, should focus the Demon Hunter first. Demon Hunter's just going to see you as well. Just so fast. It's like, clearly you want to be better geared before going into arena skirmishes, but 2 of my quests to start building that honor and gear are arena skirmishes. Therefore, question mark. Just feels bad for your partner in that scenario. Yeah, look at that. It's absolutely nothing. I can only imagine if chat was on. Why you play this game? Why are you here? Because I'm trying. I feel like this cooking brawl's never going to pop. I feel like that's just going to be queuing forever. Right, we continue on the hunt for dirt. And I try and consider it in the realm of, if I was a brand new player trying to get into PvP in this game, I'd have to go through this process, albeit without any prior game knowledge. That's so disheartening. You know, whether it's going into Battlegrounds or into the arena skirmish at an entry level, you've so much stacked against you. And let's go a step further and say you didn't know that there was a differentiator between PvP gear and regular gear. At least we went out and bought some stuff. I can only imagine how much worse it would be if we hadn't. But if you're a new player coming in, it's not like the game says to you, hey, you should go buy some PvP gear. Here's where the honor vendors are. Like an intro quest line to PvP when you hit max level. Something to that effect, just to guide people in a direction, because at the moment, they'd be doing the same I've done, where you click the PvP menu, you ideally ignore the rated one. Oh, it's an eel this season, an undermine eel, I didn't even look. Not for me. That's another system for PvP I'm not a fan of. Like, I like earning the seasonal mount, I just wish it gave me the saddle rather than forced me to pick the new one. I'd rather have the capability. Another thing for new players getting into it, you want them to be able to pick what mount they want, not just being forced into that new one. Because you have to do a lot to grind up to that mount. And for all I know, there is actually a system in place where when you're matchmaking, like your overall honor level and how much you've done on your account might be taken into it, but I doubt it given the different range of honor levels that we tend to see. Finding ore.
It is too far away.
Time to go cry again. Oh, this rogue. This rogue. Yep, just left. Just left immediately. Yep. Well. Time to die. What were the quests again? Should I stay in it? I don't want to get a deserter buff. That'd defeat the point. Yeah, let's just get some honor in arena skirmishes. Maybe I can get 2 honor. Or maybe these two take pity on me and just surrender and leave. Oh wait, I can hide. I can shadow meld. Stealth. They'll never find me. Never mind, it's a demon hunter. They'll find me immediately. There you go, a little bit of honor. A little bit of honor. It was worth. I think we'll queue up to 1 more skirmish. Then we'll take our bio break. We'll leave the cooking one going. Knowing my luck, it will pop the moment I go to the bathroom. Because that tends to be how my luck holds out for PvP days. We were finding so many dirt piles before. Why am I now being robbed? Please, I just want my sparks of war. For Ruffius. I don't know, other than a dedicated queue to say, right, if you are this honor level or this is your first level 80 character and you can only queue in this thing. The only problem with that would be the queue times would be horrendous, assumably. So how do you encourage people to pick up PvP on a more even scale? And as well, for me, getting all that PvP gear off the auction house wasn't cheap. Like, that was a good portion of recent earnings. There's just a lot in that barrier to entry, not even taking into account the learning curve. Like, that's not even getting into how Rated Battlegrounds didn't actually solve anything. Unfortunately, I was really excited for Rated Battlegrounds. And it just turned out they were so very inefficient for earning conquest and earning rating that it made more sense just to spam queue into rated arenas if you wanted to actually get your rating up and get any of the elite gear. It's a difficult problem they've got to solve. Obviously with delves now, like, PvE endgame has taken another big step upwards. There's more to do than ever in that vein of the game. And it feels like for PvP, it's not going to matter if they include, you know, more armor, more rewards for it, or new, you know, even a new battleground isn't going to change pendulum on where PvP in this game currently is. There needs to be something... What's the word? That overhauls things at a base level. Not maybe in terms of gameplay, But at the very least, there's currently no reason for anyone who's not interested in getting that gear to ever try PvP. Now, the answer might be, do we make world PvP relevant in a way that's more tangible? So if you think back to Burning Crusade, right? Every zone had like a PvP map objective. Get these 2 towers, hold this flag, and then other players in the zone would get a small buff. Do you go that far with it? Only problem with that is then you run into the Horde and Alliance balance problem. And yes, they have had the way server shards work in terms of trying to mitigate that factor, but it never seems to quite get to the point it needs to be at. There's always an unbalance somewhere, and you're never going to hit true 50-50. Is the answer then create new factions? Aldor and Scryer's style. So it's not based on Horde and Alliance, it's based on something completely extra. Would that change the meter at all? Oh no. The chest is dropping. Pray for Alliance players around, because this is a decent amount of stuff. Especially this early, this is a decent amount of stuff. Don't you pop Arena Q. If it does, I'd rather gun for the chest, depending on how many are about. Maybe no one's about. Maybe it's free. It's not free. Nope. Oh, here's the Undermine Arena. Hey, at least we get to see it. This is a very, very tiny box. Oh, thank God. It wasn't the Rogue again. We get some of that Undermine music coming through. Oh, tank. I'm so sorry. That means you're going to see me go down very quickly. And then you're just going to have to suffer. Where did I get this wolf?
The combatants are ready and waiting. So what's the holdup?
Very cute. Namine's Bolt Fingers. Oh yeah, that is a tiny arena. It's so tiny. At least we get some of that saxophone. Can die in style. That's alright, it's just one Shadow Priest. We'll be fine.
Don't mess this up.
Unless the Shadow Priest, hang on, did a lot of damage. They could just kill both of us. Asphyxiate the heal.
Uninterested this time.
Ow, 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 don't do this to me.
Oh, you keep spoiling all my fun. Ooh, that's gonna hurt, but not for long.
I had the capability to do more damage. I was still out DPS'd by the tank, but that's okay. We'll take the 2v1. Haha. Dear oh dear. Alright, we will keep in queue for the brawl. Still need one more dirt pile for the sparks. I'm going to shadow meld and hide over here. and hope nobody finds me. 'Cause otherwise, I am a dead night elf. We'll have a quick bio break, and then we'll come do some more. At the very least, try and get this Preserving in Skirmishes quest done. At the very least. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. One thing I realised is, on the blacksmith on my paladin, that barrier to entry is even lower because PvP gear, the crafting recipes, are not just readily available. You have to find them and get really lucky to actually get to the point of being able to craft PvP gear. So unless you dedicate the time to that, the idea of arming alts without spending money on the auction house is another far-gone conclusion. It's just very much stacked against new players. What would, for either folks live or folks who end up watching later, what do you want to see? What shifts the meter to make you say, do you know what, I'll do some PvP in World of Warcraft? What would create that eventuality? Will some rewards from player housing do the job? Like if you can get some nice trophies for your house, some PvP curtains, is that going to win you over? Or is it, as we're saying, just an overhaul of how PvP is even approached? And the question is, with all of the stuff coming in the World So Saga, the focus on delves, new game modes, all sorts of stuff, where's the development team? I'd love to know what percentage of the dev team works on PvP. Like, how big is the PvP team? What are their goals? How are they solving this problem? We haven't had a big old blue post about PvP, as far as I'm aware, in quite some time. Like, what are the plans they're working on? We can assume, like with warbands, like with housing, like with dragon riding, that there is some ancient server code from the original game that needs to be dinked around with to make some wider arcing changes. What on earth could do enough to shift the meter? And these aren't answers I have. I'm just, you know, brainstorming here. Throwing shit in the wind. Hoping it doesn't slap me in the face. Ruffius, where are you? I'm at the wrong door. At least some bloody token weapon will help. Although, I should probably... Oh, no, bloody tokens you can't get rings or trinkets, can you? So that's not going to actually do anything in that regard. The trinkets are very important. The fact that inscriptors can make them is pretty good. I should have enough for both, though.
I have an extended supply of goods.
Okay, that's fantastic. We'll get the cheap one. Then we'll get the other non-active one, because I am a lazy beggar. Okay, that gives us a little bit of wiggle room. That will help, because look, on the trinkets, you get that it increases your strength by 12% and stamina by 10%. That's a big bump. Yo, look at this orc.
My directive has been
He's gone full Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. The big gloves, the onesie boots. My goodness, the unstoppable force. I believe it. That's a fantastic little transmog. Good to see some people making use of the headbands.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
I don't know what stats I should be focused on either. Do I need crit or do I need haste? That I can look up and check. Haste. After versatility, of course. That one has haste. Is it a unique equip? No, so we would be able to get 2 of them. Alright, that's going to help a wee bit. Trinket will help more.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
That's a big bump of survivability, both from the getting me out of a stun on occasion and that little set bonus. Okay, I need to run back to the Ebb and Hold again. Copy and paste my argument from earlier. Get a delegation from the Ebb and Hold. Right, if we want this to work lore-wise, get a delegation from the Ebb and Hold whenever we go to a capital city to just set up a rune forge. Sure, culturally, it would be a bit of a potential taboo. But please, for the love of God. At least it gives Death Knights a reason to go back to their home. And I expect in The Last Titan, when Northrend gets redone, Death Knights must get something. In terms of I don't know whether this fortress itself would get a redo. But, you know, the Ebon Blade are so integrated to the Scourge, to Northrend, to Icecrown. How crazy would it be if in Last Titan, Icecrown was our hub city? Right? It can't be Dalaran anymore. What if we just take over Icecrown as our hub? That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, I forgot to get queued up into another skirmish. How many more do we need? 3 or 4, maybe? Imagine victory as one. Put some stuff in the wall bank before I forget. I wonder if they fixed the Shadowlands thing. Like, could I go to Oribos and have a look at that old PvP gear? Oh, I didn't want to put in my engineering stuff. Give me my safety switches back. Thank you. That'll do. Any of these for me? That one's engineering.
Return and peruse my
Oh, I got a box. And this is the other thing. Every one of these boxes, you get some heraldry, you get some marks of honor. It's such a small amount. Like, obviously the marks of honor add up and you can get yourself a load of transmog. Great, fantastic. And the heraldry, sure, then you can maybe get a work order to craft some PvP gear for you. But there's so much that feels left behind. At least with the trinkets now, we've got a little more survivability. Fancy rogue. And the full piratey set. Very fancy indeed. Frost Mage and a Havoc Demon Hunter. We focus the Demon Hunter, I suppose. Because I'm never going to get to the Mage. Can I Shadow Meld in combat? You couldn't used to. I wonder if I can use it to de-target myself, get them to stop targeting me for a moment. No, spamming Death Strike did nothing. The Rogue did so much damage to that Demon Hunter so quickly. Oh, and then went squeesh. I didn't even hit a mill. How much of that is me playing Death Knight wrong, and how much of that is gear? How much is my hero talent not being the one that's meant to be used? I know it's more damagey over time, but surely it shouldn't be that bad. Mind you, when I was first starting on the Mage and the Evoker, and my Druid for that matter, it was very slow going. But we're getting there with the amount of honor we need. I am morbidly curious, so I am going to head over to Oribos and see if we can actually get to the Shadowlands. Because last time we checked on our Mage, we were doing the same thing. We were waiting in queues, we're like, oh, I want to go and spend some marks of honor. And then Oribos was just broken. I know at one point they said it was coming in a patch, but I don't know if that ended up happening. So I assume that Oribos itself isn't Mid Forest, Shatrath, Ixodar. Ashran, Azuna. Oribos. Did I start Shadowlands on my Death Knight? I've no idea. I can't remember. I don't think I did. But surely the portal wouldn't be up until I did the intro quest. Let's see. Will there be NPCs? Because out of all the classes, Death Knight probably have some decent cosmetics to get from the PvP vendors in Shadowlands. Very Death Knight related stuff. Okay. Whether or not vendors are here, we'll see in a moment. Arms Warrior. With the new Badish. Battle Lord. My goodness. That's one of those big old PvP titles, isn't it? Where you had to do a lot of shit. Oh no. 2 Frost Mages. I'm ready for another showing. Another horrendous showing. He's even got a mount to match. Look at that. The fancy, fancy boy. Yeah, you take point. I'm just going to hide behind you. Try and copy his target. They're both going to be invisible, aren't they? No?
I don't have a target. It's too far away.
It's not even. I imagine that's one of the main reasons folks Riders of the Apocalypse, so you can actually get to people. At least the warrior has charges. But I don't think it's going to matter. Oh my god, you poor bastard. Yep. It's the orcs in the background. Hey, at least they tried. Oh, ooh. Still no brawl pop. Okay, if memory serves, the PvP vendors were here. And they're not here. None of the Covenants are here. Okay, so that's not working. If we try the intro, skip the intro quest line. Why even let me take the portal to Oribos then? Just for that Gen quest? The Ebon Blade and Darien should be outside of Stormwind Keep. Think. Grothunters could have that worm pet. At least the queues for skirmish are very quick. I haven't seen a 3v3 though. Which is unfortunate, because again, as getting people in to learn, given that solo shuffles 3v3, surely there should be a... No, maybe they just want to get people in the queue quickly. Some refreshments, thank you very much, that's very kind. It's not going to matter though. What gear are you doing? Alright, let me inspect. Okay. Where's priced aspirant gear? Is there a different set of PvP gear? Have I buggered myself? What is happening with this paladin? Why am I fighting a Dragon Ball character all of a sudden? What is happening? They're just shumpoing all over the shop. Yeah. Maybe there is a new set of PvP gear. Because that was goblin themed, not this stuff. It gets them 60 item levels above where I was at, and it's greens. Or was that just the honor set? Might just have been the honor set. No, it seems to be just that competitive plate. Yeah, it must just have been the honor set then, being goblin right now. That's such a big difference though. Like 60 item levels is a lot of stat. Oh, the brawl! My goodness, we got one. A win would be very nice. Win would be very nice indeed. But I remember this being a bit of a shit show. So you have to run around getting vegetables, bring them back to your pot, while stopping the opponents doing the same. And the games I did of it did not go well. Look, it's some bonus conquest if we do win. Oh, they're already going. Okay.
Too far away.
Ah, the aroma of simmering chili.
I need to get
Just help out in the fight initially. Oh, I was. We're not even that far behind. Just need to get some more noms.
That's sure to give it some flavor.
I had to open my big mouth.
Ah, the aroma of simmering chili.
I'm alone. I helped.
It's too far away.
Leave him alone, I said.
Careful not to let it burn.
Too far away. I'm out of range. Too far away.
What do I do with this rabbit? Oh, it can just fight?
That's sure to give it some flavor. it burn!
Oh, it can dig better. Okay.
Careful not to let it burn!
I just need to get it to a vegetable patch. And it knocks out their ingredients.
That's sure to give it some flavor.
Can I actually... No. So I can't pick up veg with it. Then what's the... Is it just for harassment? I suppose I can do that.
The aroma of simmering chili.
Knock people up and about. Somebody pick up this vegetable. Yeah, it's just go and harass. Okay, I like rabbit-based gameplay. Got the interrupt on me. That was nice. Stun! Come on, rabbit!
Careful not to let it burn!
Hey, we're pulling ahead. Knock your thing away. Drop your veg, mate. You're not holding it anymore.
Careful not to let it burn!
That's so fun. They haven't even realised.
Careful not to let it burn!
Get this veg. Someone come and get this veg. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Careful not to let it burn!
Boop. Drop your veg.
Careful not to let it burn!
Drop it. It's working so well. Why has nobody ever done this?
The Alliance is sure to give it some flavor.
Silly miss music.
The Alliance wins. This chili is superb.
Awesome.
I have to learn this.
That went so well. Do the regular fight? Be the rabbit. Deliver an advertisement to Hogarth at the Contender's Gate. And I got the quest for winning. Awesome. Okay, we've only one more to do, so sod the Shadowlands thing for now. Let's get back to Donegal. They got a tote bag from Nomi. I really liked that. Like, I've done that battleground loads of times, never understood the rabbits, but now I do. And it I won't say swung the game for myself completely, but I denied so much veg drop. Oh, it's Kultiran. It's Kultiran crafting materials? I suppose it's meant to help with your various cooking things. You.
My directive
There you go.
is to serve you.
That got me loads of honor. Holy shit.
I have an extended
Okay.
supply of goods for
Now I can get some ring.
outlanders.
Grip mastery. They were both pretty much the same. Which one has more versatility? Same versatility. Get the necklace as well. Oh, that's a big upgrade.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Awesome. That's good progress today, all things considered.
My directive
Got a little bit
is
more to go.
serve you.
And sell the non-PvP stuff because it doesn't really matter to me that much. Glad I bought those straight
My
away.
thanks for your patronage.
We still need a lot of honor gear to actually get to the point of... Yeah, because look, this person's in all the honor gear. Most of it. Yeah, they're in a similar process to me. I love my wife. Bless them. Two rogues. Ugh. This is going to be very upsetting. But at least we're better prepared now. Right, long shot. Got to meld. Too late. Oh, gee, I went from 50% to dead very quickly. So, alright, Druid, I know you love your wife. For her. Balanced Druid as well versus two rogues. Very sad. They're fighting so hard, though. Form shifting and doing all of the things. Bah. Eventually. Eventually we'll have some honor gear. And we'll be able to turn this around for folks. No, that's a load of the quests, though. Ruffius! Reward me.
What task can I perform for you? Conversation terminated. Be safe.
Okay.
Returning to
Okay, how much conquest has that given us overall? Probably not loads. No. Won't be enough for any gear. Should be able to get one more bit of honor something or other, though.
celebrating
The lowest
your
conquest will
prices
be
to
the...
reasonable.
Yeah, the rings and whatnot again. Eventually. And then the gladiator version is the blue. Which is very snazzy. Again, the sets this patch have been very good. So a lot of these PvP ones I'll be getting down the line with said marks of honor.
Return and peruse
Can we
my
get some bit of honor gear? We
again.
can. Chest piece is probably what we want to start with. That tends to be the biggest bump. Or another weapon, but... Because weapons do dictate your DPS, but if we die all the time... Yeah, that one didn't even have... Wait a minute, the competitors doesn't even have any versatility on it. You garbage thing. You can only get the one. Okay, grab the hammer then.
My thing.
I need to go back to the Ebon Hold a third time. Or Razor Ice. All things considered, though, we went from starting the day with sod all PvP gear to at least we've got PvP in every slot. That's quite a difference. So our little Death Knight journey to PvP things has begun. Rough, but begun. Lovely. Can I exit the Death Knight thing beforehand? For my cooldown. Oh no, that just takes me to Dalaran. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Dalaran is gone, you fools. We'd have Deathgate out of here. It's fine. Beautiful. I think then we call that for the morning. And I will say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Help push the video through the algorithm so more folks come hang out and play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays we're at 9 AM GMT with World of Warcraft. We've got Dastardly Duos tomorrow, of course. Some brand new goodies to enjoy. And between 4 and 6 PM we start up with other games. Elden Ring Night Reign at the moment. You can find playlists to all the games we've already covered, including prior WoW patches, right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, and bye-bye.